Hi, I'm Doug Gillespie from Hydropool Hot Tubs and Swim Spas. In this video, I want to talk to you about the difference between a swimming pool and a swim spa. Here are the things I want to talk to you about. Number one, the swim experience. Number two, the ability to have fun in a swim spa and a pool. What are the differences? Can you use a swim spa and a pool all year round? I want to talk about the energy efficiency side. What about the difference between the installation time and the costs of installing a swimming pool versus a swim spa? And then finally, the cost of operation, the cost of maintenance, and ultimately the cost of service over the next couple of years. First thing I want to talk to you about is the swim experience of the swimming pool versus the swim spa. I've owned both. And I can tell you that the swimming experience in a swim spa is far different, is incredibly different compared to a swimming pool. In a swimming pool, no matter what size you have, you're going to do 3 to 4 to 5 strokes before having to turn, do a flip turn, and swim the other way. With a swim spa, there's no turns involved. You are swimming at a consistent pace over 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes, or however long your swim is. So the beauty is that you never have to turn inside the swim spa. It is like swimming against a treadmill. Next thing I want to talk to you about is the versatility of a swimming pool versus a swim spa, and what are some of the fun things that you can do in both. You know what, I owned a swimming pool for years and enjoyed cannonballs, diving, playing Marco Polo. There's a ton of stuff you can do inside a swimming pool. What can you do inside a swim spa? Well, the number one thing that you can do inside the swim spa, or at least the kids can do inside the swim spa, even the grown adult kids, is use it as a wave pool. I mean, it's the most incredible wave pool out there. It's basically a backyard aquatic center in your yard. The second thing is, I've seen the kids use it over and over and over again. A lot of our customers use it, is they use a boogie board inside the surf area, and essentially boogie board inside the current, and a lot of fun, hours and hours of enjoyment for kids. Lastly, I want to talk about the lazy river inside a swim spa that's being created by the current. The kids, in their life jackets or in their tubes, get inside the current area and get propelled to the end of the swim spa. And the unique function of the swim spa, it actually pulls the kid up the side of the swim spa, almost like a lazy river, up the side to where the jets are, and they're propelled down to the end of the swim spa, basically creating this whole lazy river aspect inside the swim spa. Again, the kids enjoy it for hours. So, with regards to versatility, both have their benefits and both have their aspects that can be used year-round. Next thing I want to talk about is a swim spa and how many months of the year that it can be used versus a pool. Now, we're not talking southern climates here because, quite honestly, most pools can be used all year long in the southern climates around the world. We're talking in northern climates, and essentially a swimming pool is being used at the maximum for 4 months out of the year in a northern climate. The nice thing about a swim spa is because it's so well insulated, it really truly is a all-season pool. The way it's insulated, how energy efficient the swim spa is, it can be used with no problem all year long and really create a tool for the backyard for a year-round aquatic center. Next point I want to talk about with regards to a swimming pool versus swim spa is, definitely a question that everyone wants to ask, which is, what is the installation time of a swimming pool versus a swim spa, and what is the cost difference between installing a pool versus a swim spa? Well, I can tell you, forget the manufacturing time. Let's just talk about the installation time. It generally takes a swimming pool, an in-ground swimming pool, anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks to install that swimming pool. And that's based on weather, that's based on labor. There's a lot of factors that go into that. With a swim spa, you can be up and running on a swim spa installed in your backyard in as little as 3 to 5 days. So from an installation time perspective, the swim spa is significantly less than a swimming pool. With regards to the cost of installing a swim spa versus a swimming pool, I can tell you that, I'm not going to talk specific numbers, but the swim spa is significantly less money to install on a concrete pad freestanding than a swimming pool that is installed in ground in a backyard. I can tell you that it is significantly less time and significantly less money to install a swim spa in your backyard. So talking about swimming pools and swim spas, we don't want to ignore the cost of heating. We don't want to ignore the cost of energy efficiency. I can tell you with a swimming pool, running at anything more than 3 to 4 months, it becomes extremely cost prohibitive in the northern climate to do that. The covers just are not there to be able to insulate that pool in a way so that it makes sense. With a swim spa, you have an optional cover for every single one of our swim spas that's insulated and able to be used so that the swim spa would be able to be used all 4 seasons. Now, what about the cost of the cover itself? The cover itself, from a perspective of maintenance and upkeep, the cover for a swim spa, it's really simple to upkeep and can last you a long period of time as long as you take care of it. A safety cover for a swimming pool is quite costly, and you definitely have to maintain it, and is quite costly to repair or replace if you ever have to. Next thing I want to talk about is the shell and the liner when it comes to a swimming pool versus a swim spa. I can tell you from experience, it is very expensive and very painstaking to replace a liner on an in-ground pool. Generally speaking, the liner, if you take care of it, will last you a long period of time. The problem is that chemistry-wise and the amount of use that people use the swimming pool and the winters that the northern climates have, they don't last you a long period of time. So the expense of having to replace a liner is quite expensive. The Hydropool shell on a swim spa theoretically should last you forever. The shell interior is warranted for 7 years. The construction is warranted for 10 years, but without dropping a hammer on it, it should last you for a lifetime. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the maintenance cost or the upkeep cost of a swimming pool versus a swim spa. I can tell you, as I said, I've owned both. The maintenance cost of upkeeping my in-ground swimming pool was quite a lot of money. Not to mention the amount of chemicals that I had to put in, the amount of vacuuming I had to do, the upkeep of the liner, the upkeep of the cover, all of those things, from an overall perspective, did cost quite a bit of money to run. And considering that it was only, open for 4 months because I'm in a northern climate, even more costly. My swim spa, on the other hand, is a self-cleaning swim spa. From a perspective of maintenance, I have to virtually do nothing to maintain this swim spa. From a perspective of sanitation with the pure water system, it reduces the amount of chemical costs that you have to put in. And then, finally, with the self-clean system, I don't have to vacuum, I don't have to skim. It takes care of itself pretty much, and the fact that it cleans 100% of the water in only 40 minutes means that I'm able to do more things that are important to me, with myself and my family than waste time cleaning. So to summarize this video, we went over a lot of points with regards to what's the difference between buying a swim spa versus buying a swimming pool. And we went over things like, what's the swimming experience like? Energy efficiency, maintenance, the installation time and cost. Ultimately, a swim spa is a better buy for many, many years going forward. It's going to cost you less to install. It's going to cost you less to run. You're going to have a ton of fun in it, and you can do a whole heck of a lot more. As I've said over and over, it is your perfect backyard aquatic center. Thanks very much for joining me during this video, and I appreciate your time.